Right, everyone, let's talk about the do's and the don'ts of the carnivore diet. So don't number one, don't just do a carnivore diet, do a keto carnivore dietary protocol. You know why? Because your fats have to be high enough to keto adapt. When you don't get enough fat in, are you going to get your energy from 2 pounds of beef? No. Nobody explains this stuff. Like, it behooves me. So, people are like, oh, I fast and I do keto because you produce ketones. No, you don't. And I'll do a separate video about that. You do not produce viable ketones. So don't do a carnivore diet and eat a bunch of meat thinking you're going to fill the gas tank up. Because once you cut out the carbs, that's going to store, glycogen is going to be stored through carbohydrates, starches, rice, potatoes, grains, sweets, sugar, fruit, whatever. Ketones, right, are units of fat that are very difficult to access because of inefficient fat cells and a broken metabolism. So you eat a bunch of meat and you can't restore your glycogen storages. So your body's like, you're doing a lot. You're running around. I'm not getting the gasoline that I need, so I'm going to break down proteins in the body, convert it into glucose so you don't crash or go into a coma. A lot of people are starting to eat 2 pounds of beef because all of the people are saying do that. That does not put you into ketosis. I don't care if you test your blood ketones. You also have to moderate your glucose, and your symptoms have to match glucose and ketones. People who don't sleep well, people who overexercise, all these people doing 2 pounds of meat, which is going to be my next video. Okay. Doing a lot of meat, you're not getting energy from that. You're going to get glucose, but not enough to store glycogen. You can get glycogen in your liver, but not in your muscle. So that puts your body under stress because you need energy. Food is energy. And if you're not ketotic, you're not going to get the restaurant from your belly going anywhere. All right. Another don't. Okay. Don't just eat cow beef. A lot of people have problems with histamine. That's the reason why they do carnivore. Yes, is beef a lower histamine food? Yes, but for some people it's high. So I have clients go do a bunch of beef and feel worse, and they don't know why. All right, rotate your meats. And I don't like lamb. Ew, I don't like pork. I don't like to hear excuses. If you guys have any type of autoimmunity and you're reacting to one meat, the best way for that gut wall, which is the reason why you are even doing carnivore, is to strengthen the small intestinal wall. So if you are having a histamine response, you're not constantly being exposed to the one meat that you're reacting to. Now, another don't is thinking that you're going to get all your fat from the meat. You're not, unless it's pork jowl or pork belly. But even that is pretty gnarly because you still have to consume higher amounts of protein to get to the fat. So add fat. There's beef tallow. Wait, let me get it. Beef tallow. Or I have bison tallow. I will go, as you guys know, and I'm about to hit the gym and I will just spoon some beef tallow. 2, 3, 4 tablespoons pre-workout. Another thing is to forget about your gallbladder, because you need a gallbladder on the right side to break down the fats on a carnivore diet if you're doing it fat separately or even fat on the meat. And make sure that you don't have gallbladder sludge or stones, because if you do, you're not going to feel well eating the 2 pounds of ribeye. Don't eat corn-fed if you can avoid it. Because if you're trying to heal, that's not the best way to heal. Now, it's better than eating a freaking, sprouted bean wrap or some stupid thing like that. But if you really want to fix your body, invest in your body. Another don't is going to restaurants and thinking that the hamburgers tend to be better, but the beef or the meats that you're purchasing at a restaurant aren't marinated in sugar. Another don't is look at the package of bacon. Anything that's pork rinds, these are all high histamine. Pork rinds, bacon, beef jerky. People are using these for carnivore snacks, and then they're just overloading on protein. Too much protein is another don't, because your body's going to convert the glucose that you can't use, because you know that we can only use about 22 grams total of total protein, and it varies for different people. It could be less. If you have hypochlorhydria and you're stuffing in too much protein, you're not using that protein. You're putting stress on the digestive tract. People eating one meal a day and eating all that protein, nobody makes any sense. Oh, we're going to go through, have intermittent fasting and experience autophagy, but you're overwhelming the gut, which if there is a cortisol response, you're not going to have cellular cleanup with too much cortisol, out of rhythm. But carnivore do's. These are just some of the don'ts. Like, I'm trying to make it to the gym. Another don't. There's another don't? Oh, there's a punch. You're not minding your electrolytes. People are using no salt, which is potassium chloride, potassium bicarbonate, really, really not good for the kidneys and the liver, dare I say. Yes, people are doing coffee and calling it carnivore. Now, there's two types of keto carnivore. There's the I'm eating high fat, and it's no plants whatsoever, no spices, no coffee, no avocado. And then there's keto carnivore, where you're actually having just an avocado if you don't have a histamine response to it for the potassium. And I've been doing this, guys, for 12 years. Keto, my carbs have been so little that I was riding the carnivore line the whole time, because I was having like a cup of veggies here and there, the rest being all fat, and animal protein. And if you don't mind your electrolytes after 12 years, you put your body, your heart at risk. I'm not kidding. It's not a joke. Some people's sodium potassium balance is so bad that their body will not hold on onto potassium anymore, and sodium, they feel sick. People start having swelling issues, kidney issues. So that's another don't. All that meat, your freaking electrolytes are completely off, you're dehydrated, and now you're starting to have kidney pain. Why isn't anyone talking about these don'ts? Like, don't do these things. Like, don't just not get your electrolytes in balance. Take potassium citrate. Can't take that because you have a histamine response? You need to rethink some broth here. And I'm not talking about bone broth, which is high in glutamate. All right, the do's are getting your protein to the right amount. Women, it's got to be between 45 and 60. 55 is the sweet spot. Men, it's 60 to 95, depending on your size and your activity and your lean mass. But 75 to 85 is the sweet spot for generally speaking. But then you've got to have no less than 12 tablespoons of animal fat added. Tallow, butter, if you don't have a butter allergy or even ghee allergy. Lard. You guys, another don't is to not know your existing health. Know your existing health before doing any of these dietary measures, because people keep following what the gurus say and then they get sick. Don't drink coffee on carnivore. That's counterintuitive. I don't understand people. Yes. Okay. Do's, get your macros on point. The do's are all contrary to the don'ts. Make sure your electrolytes are on par. 1 teaspoon or 6 to 8 grams of salt per day. Get at least 2 liters of water. Make sure you have magnesium glycinate. If you can tolerate citrate, if you can't tolerate an avocado, take potassium citrate. Otherwise, do the avocado. And I don't care if everybody's like, that's not carnivore. Don't listen, okay? Heal the gut. The tests that you might want to take are your reproductive hormonal tests. You can do a metabolite test of what's in your urine or stool. But I really like to know your insulin, A1C. And it's so great to get a glucometer and test your glucose and ketones. But I'll do a video on how to do that on carnivore to make sure that you don't develop hypoglycemia or make it exacerbate or have more thyroid issues because people have underlying thyroid issues and they're eating a bunch of meat and not enough fat, and oh, my hair's falling out. And men out there, you really don't understand the female body. A lot of you gurus and women will mock what the men say. They'll be like, oh yeah, fast and eat 2 pounds of beef. I can't with this. Yeah. You guys, are B12's low, your D's low, your potassium is low. You need to find out if you've got leaky gut, and don't keep doing stuff that keeps the holes open in your small intestine. But do learn a lot, right? Get enough fat in, drink enough water, get your electrolytes on balance. If you need calcium, get fish bone desiccated calcium. If you want to fix your DAO deficiency, go to Ancestral Supplements and get thymus or kidney, because it's incredible. Use colostrum to help the endothelial cells heal up, the gut wall, the stomach cells heal up. Bone broth has oxalates, and the collagen has oxalates, and it has glutamate in it. Monosodium glutamate, MSG. Not the MS, but the G part. So a lot of people have a histamine response on the broth. Now I gotta go. If you guys want to learn more and want to do either keto omnivore, because people are doing carnivore don't do to lose weight. That's dirt. Fix your body first, okay? Know your hormonal panel. If you're gonna do a thyroid panel, do a full panel. Do it 3 times, because one is not enough. Check your A1C and your insulin, and check your daily blood sugar and ketone values. Yes. StephaniePerson.com to book a consultation, because I got this. I got you people. I got you. Okay? I'm just selling my knowledge. That's it. StephaniePerson.com to join my keto course, where it's keto, omnivore, carnivore, like I'm talking about right now, and low carb, high fat for people who are hypoglycemic and cannot freaking get out of it, and they're getting sick trying to do carnivore the wrong way. Then you transition later. And for any type of autoimmunity, definitely a keto carnivore. If you can tolerate avocados, if you can't, make it a high-fat keto carnivore, and that's what's up. I also have free content on my Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic. I have a interview with Ken Berry coming out, so look for that. And I'm running late. I gotta go. Peace. And I'm out. Oh, my keto course and consultations in my Facebook, which is Stephanie the Business Person. Boom! That's some other second business at 52. And